Hey y'all, Matt here again. So we've done the Moon Studio and now it's time for the Sun Studio tour right behind me there. Sun Studio is where all our hot classes are, all our warm classes are. So hot powerful, all the infernos, warm super stretch. Here we go, you enter right into our Mind Matter Movement mural. We have our front desk here, so you'll check in here. Got a beautiful little neon sign. Some other little fun signs around the little fire there, so you know you're in the hot studio. So that's the check-in part of the lobby. We have some fun retail over here just as well. Cute little seating area. It's always fun to sit before or after class and kind of talk and commune. We've got our cubbies just like next door. Beautiful. I love this bird painting. Fun fact, it actually used to be in my house. Now it's in our studio. Some more cubbies. We have our water cooler over here, drink fridge with Figment and LaCroix. We're kind of big fans of both of those. Mat rack here, if you'd like to buy some mats. Bathroom number 1, our milestone board. So this is where we celebrate everybody. We've got all the way up to 650 classes since we've been open. Amazing, right? So as soon as you hit 150, we throw you on those boards to celebrate you and your accomplishments. Now let's go into the practice space. Teal door takes you in to the practice space, and it's hot, it's warm, all right? So we heat everything to 85 or 90 degrees, depends on the class. Right now everything's blue because we're setting up for Inferno at noon. So our Inferno classes have a totally different vibe from our other hot classes. They've got string lights, we've got special teal lights, we've got lasers going on the wall, so it's a whole vibe. In Inferno, it kind of dims down the lights, one, so that you can really focus on yourself and your body, but two, so it's like a party-like atmosphere. So it's a lot of fun. So let's turn the lights on to the normal color temperature and show you what the studio looks like from there. We have a cute little remote that does that. So we'll switch our lights. There we go. So that's our usual studio vibe. Prop area. We're a big prop heavy studio. We like you to modify and use props for your practice however you like. We have our resistance bands for Inferno Strength and Booty Camp. Fridge for our cold eucalyptus towels. All our hot and warm classes, you get a wonderful cold eucalyptus towel afterwards. So it goes on your forehead, it's nice and cold. You can also place it on your neck, is lovely as well. We've got our props, our teacher area, you know, some Lysol, knee pads, and then we have all of our hand weights, mats for rent. Our hand weights are used for Inferno Strength. Inferno Strength is a high intensity, low impact class where we use the resistance bands and weights to work our body using Pilates principles in the heat. So it's hand weights in the heat, having a lot of fun, having a party. The studio is heated with far infrared heat, so that's what these white things are, and also what the black things are over there. They're a little harder to see because they blend in with the paint. But they are far infrared heaters, which means that we're not heating by forced air. So we're not heating like you would heat your house with the HVAC system. We are heating with far infrared heat, which heats water molecules in the air. So we keep the humidity in the studio up to heat the air, and then we are full of water molecules, right? So it heats us. It doesn't heat the floor. It doesn't heat the props. It doesn't heat the weights. It's heating things with water molecules. So it's heating the air's water molecules and your water molecules. So it feels almost like you're in the sun, a little bit without that sunburn part. So it is kind of a nice internal heat as opposed to a stifling dry heat that you might get in forced air situations. So it's delightful. We have our beautiful Lotus mural, also done by Lindsay, who did the murals next door. Under the stairs, we have glute benches. Glute benches are for Booty Camp. Booty Camp is an Inferno class. So also in the heat where we add those glute benches to work the booty and the legs, right? So a lot of fun in that. This space is also lofted, so also those 35-foot ceilings. Upstairs is a second bathroom with a shower. So if you want to shower before or after class, that's up there as well. And then the rest of upstairs is just where more storage is. We just store things up in those loft areas in the studios. The front of the classroom has this beautiful tin with some nice pretty tapestries. So the teachers are up there when possible. This space holds 22 people right now. And so those are distanced apart just like next door. It's a slightly smaller space than the Moon Studio. So you can already see the sweat forming from the heat over here. So that's the Sun Studio. It's a wonderful studio space. I teach over here a lot of teaching Inferno classes primarily, and so it's a lot of fun. It uses this nice, beautiful rubber floor that feels great. It's nice and padded with a vinyl overlay. Let's turn those Inferno lights back on. So if you've never taken a hot class, here's some tips, right? We'll give you some free bonus content here. If you've never taken a hot class, one, I encourage you to do so. Maybe start with warm super stretch, see how that feels in your body. Warm super stretch is an anatomical hatha class. So we're stretching things in our body. Going back into the lobby now. So you're stretching out your body in a intelligent way. So it's a nice stretch class using the heat to help open up your body, open up your muscles, and really help with any injuries as well. So I would try that first. Or if you just want to jump in, we've got Hot Strong Core. It's a heated class focused just on the core. We have Hot Power Flow, so that is a level 2 class. So it's a little more advanced yoga class. Still accessible, but it is, you're going to see some poses that are maybe not in a normal flow class, as well as some transitions that may not be there. It is also heated, so it'll feel extra hot. And then Inferno, all our Inferno classes are a blast. They are truly accessible. You will hear us talk about listening to your body. We will offer modifications throughout class. The reason we added Inferno is because it is a very, very accessible workout class. So sometimes if you've ever gone to a gym or somewhere else, their workout classes are not necessarily fully accessible to everybody. We truly believe that Inferno is, and we have all sorts of people who take it from 17 all the way up to, we've got some amazing 60, 70-year-olds who are in their Inferno just kicking ass. So that's what I really love about it, personally. But your tips for your hot class, that's what you're here for. Sidetracked. The tip number one, biggest tip, hydrate. And not just drink a lot of water, drink electrolytes. And so if you don't know what those are things in your body that help you as you lose sweat and dehydrate. We sell some here that'll help replenish your electrolytes, your natural electrolytes. Definitely use some of those before and after class when I'm teaching or when I'm taking an Inferno. I do the same thing. My water bottle's got one of those electrolyte tablets. They're flavored, they're really yummy. You don't even taste it. You don't taste any of the electrolytes, you just taste the flavor. And it makes a big difference in helping you get through those harder classes and recovering afterwards, after your body's lost that sweat and you've pushed really hard. That's big tip number one. Big tip number two, get a yoga mat towel and or a hand towel. You're gonna sweat. Everyone's gonna sweat. That's what I love about hot classes is I naturally sweat. So in a hot class, I don't feel as weird because everyone's sweating. We sell Yogi Toes if you want some of those. Those are great mat towels. We also sell hand towels. We also rent them. So if you want to rent a hand towel or a mat towel, we also have those as well. So those will make a big difference in grip on your mat because your mat may get slippery, especially if your mat is not a higher quality mat. Then you're definitely going to want something to put on top of it to help you with balance. And then listen to your body. That's number three. It's okay to come out into the lobby to cool off. It's okay to take breaks. It's okay to get more water. You gotta listen to your body in those hot classes. There is no sense in pushing in those because if you push too far, then you're gonna get sick or you're gonna faint or you're not gonna feel good. And that doesn't happen very often, but like you want to listen to your body, right? Like we really wanna listen to our body, especially when we're going into extreme environments. And I know we live in Georgia, so 95 doesn't sound that extreme, but 95 with movement does feel kind of extreme, right? And so that's my biggest tip there is to listen to your body. That will make a huge, big difference. This video is almost 10 minutes long, so you only get 3 tips. You've got your Sun video, your Sun Studio tour. So now you've seen both our spaces. I hope you come check them out if you haven't already. If you've only been to the Moon Studio, I encourage you to sign up for one of those warm super stretches. Come check out a class or come see me Sunday mornings. I've got a wonderful, fun, very diverse Inferno group on Sunday mornings as well that would be a great intro into the Sun Studio. And if you've only been in the Sun Studio, vice versa, I want you to go take a class in the Moon Studio. Go take a yen or something. It's delightful. Anyway, that's all. Almost 10 minutes. Sorry for the long video. Love you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Bye.